the more consistent you are with training, the more volume you're going to get and the improvement is going to come, but you're going to stagnate. And when that happens, it's time to start mixing up that intensity and adding some of these workouts that we were talking about previously, that you might warm up, do something at a harder effort than you're used to, and then go back down and cool down.
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Welcome to the podcast. If you're new, it's about running. It's about health. It's about all the adventures of life. Maverick here.
Wolfman here. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. Still haven't added it. You'd know the joke if you were watching. And YouTube. When you find us on YouTube, please consider subscribing. Hit the little bell, the thumbs up, whatever it might be. Tell your friends to do the same so we can keep coming to you and bringing you great stuff like today. All right. I've got some questions for us, Maverick.
All right, let's do this.
And maybe you've got some too. I don't know.
Where'd you get that hat?
This is a Brooks hat. I like it.
That's not what I asked you.
Roadrunnersports.com. Not a sponsor, but that's where I get my stuff. Most of it.
You an online or a catalog guy?
It used to be a catalog. Now it's all online.
Yeah, some people remember those catalogs.
Yeah. I remember the catalog.
Yep.
Every once in a while, they'll still send out like a small one, and I think it's more for nostalgic people.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely that person.
Remember the East Bay catalogs?
I was gonna mention that. I was say that was that was when you were in grade school. That was it. You got the East Bay cat. You're like, oh my gosh, look at this! I'm ordering this right now.
I want this. I want this. I want this.
Mom, buy this for me. She's like, $50? Are you crazy?
I don't even know if that one's still around anymore.
Oh no, that'd be great too. I wish we got that as well.
They're also not a sponsor in case they are still in business.
Yeah, they probably got put out of business. No, who knows?
All right. First question.
Yes.
What kind of warm-up should I be doing before I run?
Hamstring stretch.
In all seriousness, it depends on what you're going to do. You know.
Yeah. If it's a light Sunday afternoon jog, you probably don't need much of a warm-up unless you have an injury.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna do an easy run, I don't typically warm up before an easy run. I usually only warm up before a race or something with a hard effort, workouts, tempo runs, interval repeats, all that stuff.
Yeah, basically, the more intense, the more warm up you need.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as how much, I don't know. I always do. I'd say 1 to 3 miles, depending on the distance of the actual workout, and then also a cool down, usually similar to my warm up, 1 to 3 miles.
Right.
But like again, it depends on what I'm doing.
If you're someone that's only running like 2 miles, though, like you're not going to warm up for 1 to 3 miles. So you're going to warm up for like a lap on a track, basically. Like that's your warm up, like a light jog, and then go a little under your running training pace, and then get into your training pace after that.
Yeah. It should be the distance of your warm up and your whole workout in general should be relative to the volume of your training. So if your average training run is 5 miles, then your workout is going to be compiled to be about that 5 miles. So maybe you do a mile warm up. What will work out to be about 3 miles of effort between effort and rest recovery periods, and then about a mile cool down. Something like that. Like Maverick said, your warm up is going to be less intense than your effort work. I usually just do mine at easy pace or just whatever I feel like doing.
Right.
So,
Right. So like it depends. Like if you're new to running, basically just get a little bit warmed up by getting a little sweaty, and obviously still be able to talk, still be able to communicate with someone if you're running with them. That's your warm up. It's a very light pace, quick version of a workout.
yeah, and you might add things into your warm up. A lot of times, I might do some form drills or maybe some light stretching or something like that. Not too much in the static zone because you're trying to get your muscles ready to move. So if you spend too much time in static stretches, sometimes it can be more counterproductive. But that's an episode for another day.
Yeah, light stretches, the basic stuff. Your quads, your hammies, gastroc, which is your calf. That really quick light stretching, nothing crazy for basic runs. If you're going more intense, then obviously a little bit more stretching. Um, the really aggressive dynamic stretching is more for sprinters and elite athletes that are doing high intensity workouts. You're probably not going to be one of those people unless you are what I just mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. I think that leads into the next question pretty good. Segues in. I haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, you love that
I
device.
do. Uh, why isn't my running improving? So
Because you're not
that's a
running
loaded
enough.
question.
You're not
I'm
running
not
enough.
not running enough. I
You're
beg to
running too
differ.
much.
I say you're not mixing it up enough.
You're running too much. You're not running enough. You're not mixing it up enough. You're not cross training. You don't have good core. You don't stretch well. You got tight hammies. Lots
Those
of
are too
reasons.
many hypotheticals. What's the answer? Why isn't your running improving?
Because you have the wrong running shoes.
Running shoes do make a difference. Not really, but
I would say the thing that makes the most difference in your abilities to be good at anything, like whether it be a sport or a activity, is time in that activity or sport. Like the more you spend time in there, you're going to get better, most likely.
yeah, I would agree with that. But if you're just putting in volume, you're going to stagnate. You're going to get to a point where your improvement is not going to happen anymore. It's just going to slow. That's where you have to start mixing in some different intensities into your routine. You know, I agree 100% with Maverick. Volume, consistency, and volume are two of the biggest things that are going to start to improve you right off the bat. The more consistent you are with training, the more volume you're going to get, and the improvement is going to come, but you're going to stagnate. And when that happens, it's time to start mixing up that intensity and adding some of these workouts that we were talking about previously that you might warm up, do something at a harder effort than you're used to, and then go back down and cool down. That is how you're going to continue to make those improvements because your body's adjusted to what has already been difficult for you, and now it needs more of a challenge to remain uh, difficult and adapting to those changes to see that improvement go further. Or you need to rest. You need to put recovery periods in there too.
Yeah, it's a tough question to address without any kind of specifics. Like if the person said, "I've been running for 10 years, I was at a certain level, I just can't get past that level. Here's what I do." Like it's very easy to nitpick and break
Mm-hmm.
that down. If the person says, "I've never run before, I'm brand new, I'm running in Jordans, I don't have running gear at all." I wear hoodies. Like we can start quickly addressing those issues as well. But it just depends on the person and the actual like things that are going on. You could touch on a lot of key points, and I think if if you're not at a very high level, right? If you're at a high level, you're micro tuning. You're just changing little things to try to get that much faster because you don't have a lot of room for improvement, right? But if you're not at that level, there's lots of room for improvement. And it's as simple as, are you eating the right stuff? Are you eating healthy? Are you having enough energy from what you're eating? Are you sleeping? Are you running at the right time? Do you have cramps, shoes, gear? Are you running with someone? There's lots of things you can work on when you're new to running or cycling or whatever activity you're doing.
Indeed.
Podcasting. If you're new to that,
Like, share, and follow.
that's it.
All right. This one might be more of a fun one. It's Workout Wednesday on the track.
Yep.
What workout are you doing?
Do this 400s repeats. Little rest in between, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. 400s. Let's go.
I knew you were going to say 400s.
Let's go.
For me, I'm doing threshold work. It might be.
Oh gosh, there we go. Threshold work.
It might be tempo intervals. It might be miles,
Boring.
2 miles, 15-minute intervals of a hard effort, followed by 20 minutes of an easy effort. Threshold stuff. And Maverick probably knew I was going to say threshold stuff.
Yeah, you're more of a meat and potatoes kind of guy, aren't you?
But it depends on what you're training for too. I'm training for longer stuff, so I'm gonna.
Why don't you mix a little Michael Scott fettuccine Alfredo in there?
Yeah, you got to have that, but that's not a
humor.
workout. That's not a workout.
Carb
Workout
loading.
Wednesday. I don't have time on Wednesdays to do a workout, people.
Yeah, I do it on Monday.
That's funny. I thought that'd be a fun one. But
yes, Sunday's my fun day.
That's the questions I have. If you have questions, make sure you email us.
We might have answers.
Well, we've got answers. They just might not be what you're looking for. Running with Maverick and Wolfman at yahoo.com for those listening and not watching. Do you have any questions, Maverick?
Here's my question for you, Wolfman.
Question.
Right? It's a ridiculous question. Are you ready for this?
We already told the people. We got answers. They just might not be what people are looking for.
All right, let's just put this there. You're at a garage sale.
Garage sale.
Right? Have you ever been to a garage sale?
I have been, but you won't find me going for my own pleasure.
Okay. So you're at the garage sale, right?
This is already fantasy land, people.
Which person are you? Are you the person that goes up and says, "How much is this?" Right? And are willing to just take the price, whatever it is? Are you that person? Are you the person that says, knocks off a couple bucks, 50%, 10%, whatever? You've got some kind of pattern to knock off the money? Or are you the person that doesn't even pick up the item, just walks around, doesn't do a thing? It's just there for socialization.
I would probably be the person that just walks around. But if that was not one of the options, we'll make it entertaining. If that was not one of the options,
right?
I'm the guy that would see something with a sticker on it,
yep.
And if I thought that price was absolutely ridiculous,
yep,
I would take it up and suggest my own price.
Okay.
What I wouldn't have a formula or anything, but let's say it was like $2. I would go up and say, "I'll give you $1.50."
Right. And the person says, "No way, man. You know what that goes for? That's a $2 item every day. That's worth probably $5. What do you say to that?
Then you should have marked it for $5, and I put it back.
You're an arguer. Oh, I love it. I love it. I am not an arguer, so like I'm not going to argue with somebody about the value of their item or my item. I'm never going to argue with that. I'm just going to put the price on it, or I'm going to buy it for the price. I might suggest something cheaper if I just don't. If I think maybe like yeah, like I might do that, but usually I don't. But there's people that will like argue with you about it, and I'm definitely not one of those people. I do kind of chuckle when that goes down with someone else though. Like when I'm
Yeah.
not part of it, I do kind of chuckle at that.
And it would only be if something was, in my opinion, ridiculous, and for some reason I really wanted it. Because most likely I would probably just pay whatever they wanted. But if
Yeah,
I saw,
yeah.
like, you know,
Well, I'm not
wi-
picking it up if it's not
within
a reasonable
reach, I have
price.
this softball, right? So, like, if
Yeah,
this softball, and I've been like, oh, I'm really looking for a softball to replace
right.
one that we lost, and it was marked like $6, I'd be like, I'll give you two,
Oh,
all
see,
right?
in
Because I
that
need
case,
this softball, and I think $6 is extreme. I could get a bucket of them for 10.
I'm not even picking it up. I'm just going $6. Woo!
But
Keep
in
it moving, people.
again, that is only if the walking around and not buying anything wasn't an option. I'm walking around and not buying anything, looking, touching. Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of neat, but I'm not buying anything.
Oh, I think it's so much fun. I think it's. I mean, that's like the most fun like shopping you can do because you have no idea what they're gonna have, good, bad, or otherwise, and then you have
Not
all
my
this
jam.
like all this psychology mixed in between with everybody trying to get deals or make deals. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, not my jam.
I'm gonna take you to some garage sales.
That's how I would end up at one. Somebody would want to go, and I would
That's
go
what I'm
with
gonna
them.
do. Next time I come up your place, I'm gonna schedule it for a day that there's some kind of yard sale, garage sale, house sale, and then we're gonna go, and I'm gonna have you experience all these different nuances, and then I'm gonna see how you react. I'm gonna see if maybe that'll embarrass you. Maybe that will get the embarrassment done.
Probably not, but
The awkwardness of the garage sale.
that's funny. See, that was a fun question.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends.
Tell
Like,
them.
share, subscribe, support. Maverick and Wolfman running out.